Hey, Phil Ball here, and I just wanted to show you how we set business goals. I'm going to do it in 3 minutes, so bear with me and follow along. Also, pause it where you need to, take some notes, copy and paste anything on the screen. Absolutely don't mind. This is something that has been in development for years and years since I've been working with business owners, keeping it really, really simple. Okay, so where do we start? Well, here are the stages. So if I just take your eyes to this top sort of right-hand stage here, so we've got time frame, desired outcome. We need to add some numbers. We need to add who's involved. We need to add what tasks have to be completed. Then we need to kind of break those tasks into almost like weekly activities, actually detail the weekly activity or the weekly task that we need to achieve. Now, obviously, this sometimes can be an area where you do need a coach to kind of help support, guide, referee, keep it all within realistic areas of the business and obviously what you're trying to achieve in your particular industry. But it's really important on some of these areas at the beginning that you get them documented down. So many times I see business owners that don't actually have a written goal on a piece of paper or on a Google Drive or whatever it might be. So it's really important that you go through the process of documenting this. Time frame, well, that goes anywhere between kind of the next couple of weeks to the next kind of 5 years as to we kind of see it. So what I've done here is I've actually gone into some detail. So this particular person wants to increase their monthly revenue from kind of six or 7K per month to 15 to 20K. They are a service-based business. They want to achieve this in a time frame of 6 months. Now, what are the numbers? Well, that's 9 to 13K extra per month. And other things that you might want to consider is like if you are a physio or if you do boilers as a plumber, then you actually have a number. So how many clients is that going to be added to the business? And it's really important that we start there. So if you need to add 50 new customers, then document that and then give yourselves a time frame. Getting that clarified right at the beginning is going to really help. Then we need to add who's involved. So that's going to be the business owner. If we've got people in sales, involve them. If it's going to involve more clients, then let's start to list out those. Or if it's upsells, then let's start to list what clients that are going to be upsold. Now, depending on where the business is at and how much kind of operational functionality it's got in place, then we might not need to buy a CRM. But if we don't have a CRM, you're going to need to get a CRM. If you've got a really clearly ideal client defined, then that's fine. If not, you're going to need to define that. Then we're going to commit to some kind of weekly marketing campaign of some description. And this is kind of where working with a coach, you'll start to get some ideas of what's working in other industries or perhaps in similar businesses like yourselves. But once we've got that established above the week by week task, we can then start to really detail, right, what needs to happen in week one, what needs to happen in week two, what needs to happen in week three. So I suggest you get a little bit of time because actually the process of planning is going to give you that time to think and give you that time to actually get really clear about what it is that you want to achieve. And don't be afraid to go back to the beginning and be like, actually, we could get these clients, sometimes I'll be in sessions and clients will say to me, Phil, we could do this in 3 months. Fine, then stick it up in 3 months. If that's going to push you, if that's going to get you out of bed in the morning and make you feel committed and motivated, then absolutely go for it and just adjust things as you go. But already you can start to see that we're building a plan here. It's taken us kind of 3 or 4 minutes to talk through, but you'll be thinking in your business, right, what do I need to plan for right now? What do I need to implement? How do I come off the pitch and start looking at the business and how it's performing? And if you get stuck, team, don't worry. Just use like the MSoft format and kind of model that I use with clients. What department is it going to be in? Well, we've never really done marketing. Perfect. So let's start with marketing. It's really the operations and the people side of the business right now. I need to make a plan in there. Brilliant. And then hone in on that area. So start to use this as kind of your framework for defining where it is the plan's going to start. That's about 3 or 4 minutes. I hope you found this useful. Remember, you control the business. or the business controls you. The choice is yours. I don't know who said it, but it's kind of hits home for a lot of people that I speak with. If you like it, then please hit the like button, share it with anybody that you think might need a little bit of support right now. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon. All right, bye-bye for now.